Today we have the 2024 Mercedes-Benz GLS 450 4MATIC SUV facelift, and in today's video I'll show you guys all the exterior features, the interior, and go on a test drive. That feels so solid. I have it next to the outgoing GLS 580 on this other side, but you can see from the front look how different these cars look. Let's talk about dimensions. This is an extremely large SUV. It's a third row seat GLS 450. It's actually 205 inches in length, 17 feet and 1 inch. The height, 71 inches. So you need a ton of room to store this GLS. Under the hood of this GLS 450 is a 3-liter inline 6 turbo engine, and it produces 375 horsepower with 369 pound-feet of torque, and that goes through a 9G TRONIC automatic transmission. Now, the powertrain has been improved slightly. The previous generation of the GLS, the engine output was 362 horsepower, but this one is a 375 horsepower. But believe it or not, we only shaved off about 1 second. So 0 to 60 time on this new GLS 450 is 5.8 seconds. The previous 2023 GLS 450 did 0 to 60 in 5.9 seconds. So just a second off. As you can see, it has a very aggressive front fascia, redesigned front grille. You can see how different these look. This one has 4 sort of louvers at the front here, and they're very, very wide. You can see how wide this is, and they have sort of a black piano lacquer trim finish to that, but it's a very large, imposing grille, very masculine. I think they have removed some of the roundedness of the GLS front fascia here, and even the star is slightly larger than the previous outgoing generation of the GLS. The active distance tronic systems are housed in here, which means radar technology on the windshield right here to help with the active following distance, and also the self-driving features on this GLS 450, which work with the Mercedes star at the front that houses your active distance tronic systems. In addition, front-facing camera is down here. Stepping back to the lower section of the car, these are very large intakes, very, very aggressive. You have to get the GLS 450 facelift with the AMG line exterior, which is what we have here. We have another GLS on the other side here. It looks so different compared to the one I just showed you. Has chrome elements on the louvers right here, on the front grille, and you can see how different this looks. This sort of looks like a waffle maker. I don't know what design choices were going in here, but it looks incomplete to me. And you can see how different this looks. This is just I don't know what that is, guys. Leave some comments, let me know. But that's how different the 2024 GLS looks if it doesn't have the AMG line exterior design. In addition, high gloss black elements around the intakes, which adds to the masculinity of the car and the presence. Very wide presence. Love the horizontal fins right here. We have a number of sensors on the lower section of the bumper. Also a very large intake down here. You can see the intercoolers on this new GLS. The Mercedes star still sits on the hood. There are some power domes. You can see these horizontal lines across. Those are known as the power domes. Front design has these multi-beam LED lights right here with a single eyebrow at the top, and we have very vibrant LEDs. There's an insignia right here, multi-beam, lets you know that this is the high-level light selection from the GLS. Intelligent lights as well. The exterior of this GLS 450 is a manufactured diamond white metallic. Interior we have Bahia brown black leather. In addition, interior manufactured black piano lacquer flowing lines on the upper dash. We'll take a look at those in a moment. Now let's start with the side perspective here. It has very massive tires. Size of the front 285 45 R22. These are massive 22-inch rims. The front discs are perforated with the multi-beam AMG forged rims, and even larger wall fenders here on this new GLS. Stepping on the side here, fixed running boards, and also the rear perspective as well. 325 40 R22. These are very wide tires, and you can see here how wide those are, and also with the multi-spoke rims and premium contact tires. Love the wheel arches as well, slightly larger for 2024. This car also has the night package accents, which means High gloss black elements around the windows and the black side mirror housings. The rear windows have privacy glass as well. They're all tinted. Also helps with cooling on a hot summer day. Roof rails are also finished in black because of the night package accents. And let's step to the back here. There are some other changes in the back. These are a new set of tail lights, and you can see how different they look compared to the previous 2023 GLS. They have sort of a light show which goes on in and out. You can see these two LEDs, and there's one on the side here. In addition, there's a chrome element right across, reminiscent of the GLS class. GLS 450 insignia on the left, 4MATIC on the right hand side. Everything else remains standard. It doesn't have the rear spoiler up here above the rear window compared to this GLS 580 up here. So let me know if you prefer to have it on this GLS or the other GLS. And you can see how different these look. They have a radial design. So you have 1 and 2 compared to the other one, as opposed to this new design on the GLS. Lower section, rear diffuser. Very simple. These are actually fake exhausts. The real exhausts are actually underneath on the other side. Class 2 trailer hitch. Towing capacity 7,000 pounds. And also high gloss black elements around here. Let's check out the cargo capacity. I need to mention this is a third row seat SUV. Love how the Bahia brown ties in together with the black as well. Very elegant, which means there is reduced storage in the back, but overall it's a decent size. And there is a cargo cover right here, very small, and there are buttons here to lower the seats, and you can see those moving forward, just for additional storage as well if you prefer. And on the right hand side we have buttons for the third row seats as well. So more than 70 cubic feet of storage in the back here. Very nice. And the same button can be used to raise the seats. You don't have to do it manually, so I love that feature on the GLS. So they do move back really well. And that's the row seats. And second row, third row, we have air conditioning on the second row seats and also the third row seats. We'll see that once we jump inside. There is an electronic tailgate right here. Now let's take a look at the rear seating. And as you can see, this is the Bahia brown, which is a new color option in the GLS for 2024. I think it looks quite elegant. Third row seats. You can see the air vents up here for cooling if you're sitting in the back here. So I'll go in the back seat. There is an entry access at the center here. Allows you to walk your way back. Back seat, we have one cup holder, 2 USB-C ports, which is nice for connectivity and charging. This is actually a port for the cargo cover if you roll down your third row seats. The air vents are up here as well. And this is a view from the third row seat looking at the front. It's quite tight, but I think it's because the second row seats are pushed all the way back. We have 2 other USB-C ports back here, cup holder, and some storage. Don't know what you can put up here, but very small. And this is the Bahia brown seats, very soft, very comfortable. And the air vents right here. Additional air vents near the B pillar and also the handlebar to hold on as you're coming in and out of the car. And I love the manufacture black piano lacquer with the flowing lines. On the back you can see the 64 colors ambient lights behind each seat. Very nice. The same design flows onto the second row mid seats. The flowing lines, also very elegant, reminiscent of a classic GLS. And heated seats, power memory seats as well, and Burmester 3D surround sound system in this car. Now let's jump to the front. And as I step out, there is a climate control system right here and some air vents, and also some storage behind each seat on the other side as well. And if I may sit here, enough space. I have to move my seat all the way forward using this button here to give the third row passengers legroom. And that's the view facing forward. You will see the AMG Performance steering wheel design on this flat bottom right here, and we'll jump inside and go on a drive. And panorama roof at the top, very massive window, rather roof up here on this GLS. Let's jump to the front and go on a drive. Here we are in the interior of the GLS 450 facelift. Let's go on a test drive. It looks so elegant. I love the new design on this steering wheel. Has the performance design, flat bottom right here. And I'm gonna set the climate control systems just so slightly because it's an extremely hot day. It's like 95 degrees right now. So right off the bat, this is an extremely large SUV. If you're gonna buy a GLS 450, make sure you have enough storage or enough space in your garage. It's 17 feet long. And of course, it's a third row seat option GLS. I'll set the climate control systems to a level 1. And so far so good. It's such a solid ride on this car. Let's see. It actually goes. Don't be fooled. The 3-liter inline 6 turbo is feels quite adequate for this GLS. We've talked about the exterior. The interior is where we need to spend some time in, and as you can see, for the first time, it has the black piano flowing lines at the front. That feels so solid. We have black piano flowing lines at the front here. Very elegant, reminiscent of the GLS. And very large central display right here and on the left hand side as well. This is the second generation MBUX infotainment system, which can be controlled using the 4 spokes. We have the top right spoke for that system right here, and all the standard options. You've seen a ton of my videos: navigation, phone menu, media. It's very fluid, very fast. In terms of practicality, I'd say it's rather practical to get the GLS, and because it comes with the standard options for the infotainment, you can use your voice to find directions, places to eat, and control the climate control systems in the car. Hey Mercedes.
Hello, I'm Mercedes, your voice assistant. Would you like to know more about what I can do for you?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. Whenever you want to talk to me, you can press the push to talk button on the steering wheel or say, "Hey Mercedes, I can help you enter destinations, search for music and use vehicle functions," to name just a few examples. When I'm online, I can do even more for you, like weather forecasts. Just tell me what you need. The animated graphic in the display shows you when I'm listening to you. Here you can see an overview of my functions. Just say help if you would like to see them again later. What can I do for you?
I'm hot.
I'm reducing the temperature to 66 degrees.
Now, in addition, this car has heated, cooled, as well as ventilated seats. I have actually activated the ventilated seats on my side here. Everything is within reach. Very good aesthetics in the car. The upper dash leather wrapped, very soft as well, with the brown contrast. Climate control systems, very adequate. We have rectangular air vents. There is good amount of airflow. Even though it's a third row seat SUV, you have climate control systems all the way to the back. So you access through this menu, press the menu, you have first rows of seats, second row of seats, third row of seats. And in addition, this car has an air purification system or a fragrance system as well, which means that you can install the vial from Mercedes-Benz in the glove compartment, and it can only be purchased from Mercedes-Benz. So you're not going to buy your fragrance from your favorite auto parts store. You have to go to Mercedes-Benz to buy the air fragrance system, and I believe they have different flavors for that system. That is the climate control system here. Let's go left through here. It does feel extremely large, as I mentioned before. So it's a very large SUV, but power delivery is quite good through the 9G TRONIC automatic transmission. The gear changes are very seamless. The car has a head-up display system. There is a groove up here. I don't know if you can see that. And you can see the speed limit assist at the front, as well as the speed of travel and other autonomous driving features. Now, from the driver's perspective, you have this elegant Mercedes steering wheel with a flat bottom design. Behind it are paddle shifters, which are excellent if you want to have a sporty driving experience. And speaking of a sporty driving experience, this car has a number of drive modes: individual mode, sport, comfort, eco, off-road as well. I will set it back to the sport mode, which is a very sporty look, and right now the suspension of the car is adjusting in that mode. So once the suspension adjusts to reach the premium height or the required height based on the drive mode, then it's an optimum driving experience. Other awesome features in this car, we have autonomous driving, and to demonstrate that feature, I will go switch the drive themes right here. We have an understated theme right here. We have a sport theme as well. And there is also a classic theme, and you use the home button on the touch sensitive buttons to control that. Navigation assistance, let's go to navigation first, and then we have an assistance menu. Now, to activate self-driving, you want to press the on button here and press the plus set, and just like that, the car is driving on its own and also maintaining the speed of travel. You can increase the speed, and it deactivates the self-driving feature, and then when you release, it still maintains that speed. You can also adjust it automatically using the set plus button right here on the left bottom spoke of the steering wheel. Very nice feature to have. So this is excellent for long distance travel, but it warns you that you have to keep your hands on the steering wheel. Let's just deactivate that. We'll make a turn right here on the left. And in the sport mode, it feels quite agile, even though, as I said before, I can feel the weight in this SUV. Overall, everything is really tight and elegant in this GLS. If we continue through the interior look, we have a charging pad right here for the NFC wireless charging system, a ton of USB-C ports. We have 4 in the third row and 2 in the back as well. We also have 2 USB-C ports right here, and 2 cup holders with heated as well as cooled seats. Trackpad right here for the MBUX navigation. There's a palm rest right here, and also there's a button here to raise and lower the suspension of the car. and handlebars to hold on to dear life if you happen to go off-roading. And for the first time, this car has a transparent hood which can be accessed. If we swipe all the way to the right, there is an off-road menu right here which allows you to see the transparent hood. And there we have it. It lets you know to check surroundings in your car. If you press the camera icon, you can see the transparent hood, and the front-facing camera is activated. Now that system disengages if you travel beyond a certain speed. Now let's go back. Let's set the info menu here, which allows you to see the consumption, 24 city and highway. I think it's about for 24 MPG combined. Vehicle menu right here, very useful. You can see the acceleration and braking as well, and the engine metrics. Overall, I think it's a good ride experience, good build quality in this GLS. Love the black piano lacquer trim with the flowing lines all across, very elegant. This car has a 64 color ambient light system, Burmester Hind speaker system, 3D as well. Now if you subscribe to the online streaming service through Mercedes Me, the Dolby Atmos system is activated, which is just futuristic in terms of music quality. It's just such a pure sound experience when you have Dolby Atmos activated as well. And even these 3D speakers do an excellent job. About 15 speakers throughout the cabin. There are speakers everywhere, and the system just keeps warning you when you have cars approaching. You saw that. So that's a nice feature to have. So it has a good amount of punch and power in this GLS. I think overall this is a fantastic ride. We haven't mentioned or talked about pricing. Now, total retail on this GLS 450 is $106,000, and combined fuel economy is 21, 19 city, 24 highway, so about 21. So based on how you drive or your driving behavior, you can actually get to 21, 22 mpg combined. Now overall, this is a fantastic ride. So yeah, that's a quick look at the 2024 Mercedes-Benz GLS 450 facelift. Now if you like this video, leave some comments and subscribe to Mercedes Lounge for weekly videos. Until next time guys, stay positive. Peace. So let's lower the airflow. It's so quiet. I can hear the air vents in the back for the second row and third row seats. Has acoustic glass. So this is an excellent SUV for road trips because you are not going to hear anything from the outside. Very little road noise, barely any noticeable road noise, if I may say so. Overall, great balance in this GLS. Okay, I need to go park. And special thank you to Mercedes-Benz of Salt Lake City for giving me some time with this car. They have a large inventory of new Mercedes-Benz as well as Mercedes-AMG models, so make sure you check them out. If you come in, ask for Jesse, and stay tuned for more videos. This car has 360-degree surround cameras, TRONIC systems, which is just excellent for big cities and just parking this extremely large SUV. Right guys, stay positive. Peace.